Welcome back to another episode of Bear Trap, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today, looking at Mitch Trubisky's 6-touchdown game against the Buccaneers, Look, this is my trial run with this video and screen capture stuff. Look, I'm a meats and potatoes guy when it comes to technology. I'm trying to add this new stuff, so bear with me if it does not work out. But with that being said, again, I'm going to try to go through the Mitch Trubisky touchdown plays against the Buccaneers. So I believe this is highlights, and we're going to give it the best shot that we have. Already, this is going ahead of what we want. So let's see. Here we go. Zone read. Mitch Trubisky takes off for a nice run. Zone read is a common play, so I want to kind of break it down a little bit. So again, 97 is our zone read guy. I went past the mesh, but at the mesh point, you're reading to see if this defensive end or the end man line of scrimmage is going to crash down to the running back. If he does, then you keep it. And a lot of times, with zone read, people do a quarterback wide lead, which means you're going to use the wide tight end / fullback as a lead blocker. So if he crashes down, this is the perfect play. He crashes down, leaving a lead blocker plus the quarterback in all this open space because they ran it to the boundary side where there's only this defensive end, this corner, and this linebacker in all this space. So good read by Trubisky. Gets a nice pickup. We know he likes to use his legs. All right, so let's see. Moving on to the next play. Got a motion. Play action. Stumbles. Regains his footing. Good pocket. Puts it in the air. And Trey Burton is wide open on what we call a wheel route. As you can see, and they'll draw it up for me perfectly. After that motion and play action, we get a wheel route, man coverage. The guy falls down. Trubisky sees it, puts it up. The wheel route is what you're looking for primarily because it's kind of a trick play. And so you want to see if that guy's wide open, and that time he was. A little bit of play action, out route. They gave us cushion. Nothing too bad. First down, no. Now we're getting into the red zone. Drop back, a little bit of pressure, puts it up for Allen Robinson. A nice play. A nice play against man coverage. As you saw, Allen Robinson was covered, but he put it in a place where he could catch it. Play action. Puts it up wide open. You get a shrieking route. So if you go back to the beginning of that play, which that is not, but if you go back to the beginning of that play, you see you got the inside man, Taylor Gabriel, who's just going to cut across and do a crossing route right across the defense. And when you catch him in man coverage, this guy's got to stay flat because he's got to be ready to break outside or inside or go deep. And so a lot of times when you come out of 3 deep, this is going to catch him off guard, especially in man coverage, because he's just flying across here. And when he's flying across here and you're trying to be flat-footed so you can go right, left, back, that's going to catch you off guard. Taylor Gabriel flies. Easy cutting route. Something the Houston Texans used to do a lot back in the day. I'm a big fan of that. So we're in trips again. 2nd down and 10. A lot of time to throw. Looks like we got another real route. Before I even see the routes, the one thing you do know is that Tariq Cohen's in the inside position. And he ends up over here in the wheel route. So you know that there's probably some type of wheel route or out and up where he ends up on the outside. And hopefully they show that. But you can see him break outside. Looks like an out and up. Double move. In man coverage. And look, I tried this a couple times and it didn't work out. So I've done different stuff Trubisky in man coverage is not great. So we get a crossing route there, or Texas cross, T, whatever people want to call it. Trubisky gets a lot of play in man coverage because he's not always great, and he will take the underneath. Now, the great part about this is some people call it angle route. That's what I'm thinking, Texas angle. And the great thing about this is with this concept, the running back comes from the backfield, comes out, and then comes across. But with this, you take the slot receiver, the outside receiver, you bring them across. So now the first guy, if you just did this without a cross, if Taylor Gabriel went downfield, then you got two guys sitting here on Tariq Cohen. But when you do it with a crossing route, an outside breaking route, all these people are breaking outside, and then you got Tariq Cohen filling the vacated space wide open. So then we get that nice and easy touchdown right there. Nice play design. I would give that one to whoever designed the play, Matt Nagy or whoever. Easy read, easy throw, touchdown. Play action, add trips, drag. Down to Trey Burton. Again, without all 22, it's hard to tell you exactly what's going on. But you can see that he was looking at that all the way. That's exactly what he's staring at. Play action, pump, touchdown. And it's very mechanical, but there's some plays that are mechanical because they're called setup plays. There's plays that you saw something going on with the defense, and so what you're going to do is set them up with this play. Maybe they were keying on the screen and you want to do a pump screen and up, and you saw that they were playing really tight jumping routes, and so then you put it in the air. All right, Trubisky, 1-on-1, Taylor Gabriel. That's just a nice little play. Didn't fully beat him where that could be a touchdown, but at least put it. Now, if you're talking about elite status, and I always push towards elite, what you want to see here when you got a guy on a step from the defensive back is you want to see this guy put the ball, Trubisky, right into his breadbasket where he can then catch and run. As you can see, this ball is a little overstretched. Taylor Gabriel's not super long. And the safety did a pretty good job, so who knows if he would have got caught. But you want to see him put that just in the reach where he can catch and run with that. But that's still a nice game, so you can't complain about that too much. All right, so next play. Loading up, dropping back, stepping up in the pocket. And now this is some things people like about Trubisky, some things people don't. This is just sensing pressure and how you react. There's some guys that react to pressure where they're going to step up in that pocket, keep their eyes downfield, and they're going to make that play. There's some guys where they sense that pressure and they're going to take off. Now, you got to look at where we are. We are in what I call the green zone, which means we're past the 40. We're heading into the red zone, and so it's a short field. So I can understand, especially in the man coverage, which the Bucs have been doing, you can see where he wants to take off in the open space. There's some quarterbacks that would still take this open space and make a pass here, but Trubisky uses his legs and feels that's a better route to make a play here. And I'm okay with it, especially looking at what he's able to gain. Now we're in short yardage. Do a little pop pass, Taylor Gabriel, touchdown. We've seen that come into play later in different games and also versus the Eagles in the playoffs. But it's just a little bit of misdirection with two quarterbacks, you know, Nagy being cute. Step back, pump fake to a screen. Catchable pass. That's just, you know, let your receiver do the work. Nice block by Kevin White. Destroyed that dude. Just letting your receiver do the work. Play action from under center. 7-step drop. He's looking for that wheel. Now this, again, play action from center in the 7-step drop. You are looking for a big play. And so from the very beginning, you're tight, pretty tight formation so you can create space. Now, in this case, they want to create space for Tariq Cohen to do the wheel route, and these guys to get across their face. And that's kind of old school football. Nothing wrong with that. These guys get across, tough man-to-man coverage. But what you're looking for is that wheel route. That's your primary target because these guys are covering nothing. And so you got this one-on-one matchup with Tariq Cohen. And boom. Nice little play. Nice little drop in the bucket. Let's see. I don't remember what the flag was, but I think the Bears kept that possession. Move on. Let's go. What is the call on this play? Yep, on the defense. Decline, blah, blah, blah. Moving on. But again, nice little wheel route. We get a play action rollout. That's kind of a old school red zone play. A little variation of the play action rollout. It's just a straight rollout here. And really what you get is a pick play. I hate pick plays, but what you get is a pick play by the inside man or the outside man that becomes the inside man. And then the inside man becomes the outside man. So you get a pick play. And that's wide open. So there we go there. Easy little pitch and catch touchdown. That's what the league is allowing. Even though I'm a Bears fan, not a big fan of the pick plays, as I've talked about before. So, again, on the move, little throw, easy for Trubisky. Tight formation, play action. Looking for some cross in the face. Easy to get. We're up a lot of points. First down. Drop back, 7-step. Looking. Throws underneath. Not taking any shots, not taking any risks. 3rd and 15, just picking up some yards. And there we go. So, anyway, that is kind of that breakdown. And hopefully that went kind of smooth. But that is the breakdown for that Mitch Trubisky 6-touchdown game. Go to the comment section and let me know what you thought. Good, bad, or otherwise. I need to know so I can get better. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, get the conversation started. And remember, if you heard it here, that is not my sign off. I'm sorry, I'm so discombobulated. My sign off for this show is stay up and bear down.